Happy Eastertide. Every fourth Sunday of Easter, the church celebrates what it calls Good Shepherd Sunday because the gospel is one of the gospels about Jesus, the Good Shepherd. Here's the question. What's the greatest thing that a sheep can do for the shepherd? And I would say the greatest thing is that the sheep follows the shepherd. Why? Because it's a sign of respect. It's a sign of trust. It's a sign that the sheep sees something extraordinary about the shepherd, and it's worth taking the risk to stay with him. And this is exactly why Jesus presents himself with this symbolic image of being the shepherd, to draw us to follow. But then we say, well, following, isn't that sort of a way of like being enslaved? But think of it this way. Let's say that you love your grandmother's famous chocolate cake. So you decide, well, you want to make it too. So you go to grandma and say, can I have your recipe? And she loves you. So she dutifully writes it all out. So you take it to your kitchen and you start to make the cake. And as you are following the recipe, you get to the part where it says, add 1 cup of sugar. But you like salty things better than sweet things. So you decide, you know what, I think I'm going to try it with a cup of salt instead of a cup of sugar. How's that going to work out? Not too well. Why? Because we have to follow the recipe in order to arrive at something delicious. And this is the point of following. Following takes us to a place where our life becomes fully alive. We learn about life by following someone who is full of life, and that is Jesus. What is your favorite psalm of all the psalms? And as I'm looking, I see that 97% of you say it's Psalm 23. And how does that begin? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Who's writing that? Some sheep who has realized how wonderful his or her life has become by following. So let's be like that sheep. Let's be willing to follow. Let's let Jesus take us to the place where our life becomes fully alive, because then all we'll have is that green pasture full of joy and light and grace and his presence. God bless you.